The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington football team. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Mike 20. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Deuce.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's Samuel, caught left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go, here we go. Point it right, point it right.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, alert 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Just like that. Kill. Dragon 60. Check 99.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a big...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term compliment?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Being chased out left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Let's bring it. No. Kill.
60 Bison.
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
My game. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check three.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Say.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 14. Joey Sly sets the kickoff.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Shift. Kings.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 9 now. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Alert, 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 alert. Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Stay with your man. Mike 20.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Run.
Wide. Get wide.
Hurry.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Let's get off the field.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to us. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 14. Joey Sly sets the kickoff.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Mike 20, Mike.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, Mike, watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Mayfield again with the interception.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
He's checking. He's checking.
They'll drop to throw.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Gibson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle